Hi, and welcome back to the Cheeky Crypto Podcast. My name's Chris, and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another podcast video. And in today's video, we're going to have a look at wallets. Yesterday, or the day before, once this podcast comes out, Atomic Wallet was hacked, and several accounts were drained of cryptocurrency. And I kind of feel that a lot of this could have been prevented, and I want to sort of not just dig into Atomic Wallet. I want to have a look at Trezor. I want to talk about Ledger as well, and I want to just sort of dig into things that I look at that I think really do set certain wallets apart from others. Look, it's a really negative subject when people are losing. One person lost over $3 million in this Atomic Wallet hack. So look, when these things can be prevented and they just don't, it's just not a good thing. And I really do hope that Atomic Wallet do reimburse everybody that was impacted by this hack, but I think that would be far from what actually happened. So I'm sorry for everybody that's lost their crypto in this hack, and I really do hope that things turn around and there's a positive ending. But I do want to sort of dig into all this sort of stuff, and I really want to get people's views and opinions on how we can actually be safer. What steps can we take to be proactive to make sure that the community here at Cheeky Crypto stays on the right side of these sorts of events? If you enjoy this sort of content and you wish to support the channel and everything that we're trying to do here at Cheeky Crypto, which is to build generational level wealth, support people doing that, and keeping people safe in this space, because it's a space just like the world, full of bad actors, and we need to keep our wits about us. And there's no need for each and every person to go through the same experiences of loss, through scams and hacks and stuff like this, when there's people that can share those experiences and support one another in keeping safe in this space. This is what harbors mainstream adoption and more adoption into cryptocurrency, less of this tribalism and more of this supporting one another to be collectively successful. And that is what we're trying to do here at Cheeky Crypto. You might not like all of our content, you might not like the thumbnails, you might not like the titles, you might not actually agree with everything that we say, but there's one thing that you got to agree on with us, and that is that we've navigated this space impeccably since the bear market has started. We've avoided a lot of this stuff that's happened in the space, and I think that is all in aid of making our community a secure, safe, and harboring that community spirit, and supporting one another become successful in this space. And I think that would be something hard to disagree with. And it's not boasting, and it's not that side of things. It's just being transparent and honest with people. We put all this work and effort into what we do to make sure that our community stays on the right side of things. And I think people fail to miss that when they complain about thumbnails and titles and all this stuff that's really irrelevant. It's part of the YouTube algorithm and game, and that is just what needs to be done in order to be successful and to support more people. It's about the people that aren't here that we would like to get in here, through clicking into the videos and realizing that we're not moon boys, and actually we're actually care about our community. So without more rambling from me, let's get into this video and dig into all this stuff that I want to talk through. So we're going to start here. We've got Atomic Wallet users report losses as a platform falls victim to a hack. So it's unclear at the moment as to what this hack is and how they've actually managed to do it. But just to give you a bit of context around it, Atomic Wallet is a popular decentralized wallet. It has suffered a major security breach, resulting in significant losses for users. And what I would say is, I believe those losses to be in excess of $50 million so far, and that number is growing rapidly. I do encourage people to remove all of their crypto from this platform immediately. On-chain investigator 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗂𝗃 has joined the investigation to trace stolen funds and assets in resolving the issues. I think fantastic job from this individual. But look, this is the tweet that was put out, Atomic, on their Twitter page. We have received reports of wallets being compromised. We are doing all we can to investigate and analyze the situation. As we have more information, we will share accordingly. Now, hats off. They've raised the alarm, but that is as far as it goes, really, when it comes to me being polite about Atomic Wallet and what they've done so far. 13 hours. These are all the wallets that have been impacted so far that we're aware of. There's quite a few there. Some having anywhere above $2 million, some $600,000 worth of crypto, and others over $3 million of crypto, which I think is the largest so far that has been drained from a wallet. So this is a really big and serious hack, right? And whether it's going to actually be the biggest is questionable, but I think it's going to be right up there. Again, some of the things noted about this hack. Largest single victim was 2.8 million USDT. That's now increased as bigger wallets. Multiple other losses of 6 figures across different chains. And the victims have been sending the details over to this investigator. Again, 3.5 million, 1,897 ETH. Again, all the details, multiple wallets that are being drained to, and stuff like this. My graph has now surpassed 35 million in stolen funds. It's above 50 million now. And like I say, this number just keeps getting bigger and bigger. If we have a look at Atomic, Twitter page, I do need to highlight the only thing that they've said 22 hours ago is they were receiving reports that wallets were being compromised. So far, I have not seen anything else update wise as to what they're doing and how they're going about it. No reassurances for anybody that has a wallet with them or anything like that. No talk of compensation. No talks of an update to fix the vulnerability and so on. Maybe this will come, but at the moment, what I'm seeing is a company that are more about the bottom line than they are really about keeping people safe. And I'm going to come on to that in a moment because it is really disappointing. Again, nothing from the the CEO. Again, absolutely nothing. Should we be expecting something? I don't know. Then we've got the audit company, private key compromise affecting Atomic Wallet users have led to losses of funds. However, the exact vulnerability is not yet clear. Atomic Wallet never responded to their primary audit report. So, look, I think this is really damning, right? If an audit company have told you that there's potentially some sort of vulnerability and you didn't reply, alarm bells, when it comes to this sort of stuff. Safety should be the number one priority for any wallet provider, in my opinion. It should be second to nothing, including the amount of money that you can make from your wallet. Everything is secondary to security when it comes to wallets. If you agree, let me know in the comments below. But it's clear to me that, the security audit firm has highlighted something. And don't get me wrong, there's an element of speculation here. but they don't reach out to tell you that everything's great. If it was great, I'm sure that Atomic Wallet would be sharing the audit. But I haven't seen the audit. I can't find the audit, and maybe it's there and I'm just not seeing it. But Atomic Wallet didn't respond, and that is really interesting. Now, further that, disclosure of security vulnerabilities in Atomic Wallet audited by latest authority. So back in February 2022, there were vulnerabilities in this wallet that were identified. Now, are they the same ones that this audit firm have highlighted to Atomic Wallet and they haven't responded? I think it's likely, and it's not just that this was in one place. This is across multiple websites that you can find this stuff. Whether or not this vulnerability was fixed or not, I don't know the answer to that. But there was one, and these things, they're normally highlighted, they're normally accepted, and there's normally some level of announcement to say we've rectified it. And it's okay to find bugs as long as these bugs and vulnerabilities are fixed. And I want to come on to that in a bit more detail as well, right? Because we've got Trezor Wallet. So everybody talks about hardware wallets, and I think there's this perception that they're invincible and they can't be hacked. Well, that's not strictly true, and I want to sort of cover Trezor here. So cybersecurity firm hacks Trezor hardware wallet using 3-year-old exploit. So this is this month that this has been brought out, and what I would say is obviously Trezor have been informed of this and they have chosen not to fix the problem. So it's now been made public. So an in-house exploit was created to extract the seed phrase. Trezor knew about the vulnerability 3 years ago and clearly haven't done anything about it. Now, obviously, this is not something that's easy to do. You do physically have to have the device to be able to do it. But I think this is a real issue, right? Because, if a security firm can do it, then you damn well know that, some scummy little hacker from, some mum's basement down in the US could definitely, do this, or even like Russia or North Korea. Like, these things might be difficult to do, but if they're possible, then, people could do it. Now, let's say your house gets robbed and your Trezor gets stolen. Like, they physically got it. Now, I think that is like a small risk in comparison to just being able to hack a wallet that's online. But, at the same time, it's a hack. It's not really that secure if it can, your seed phrase can be pulled from it, if they physically have it. So it's not the biggest, vulnerability in the world, or the one with the most impact potentially, but it's still accessible. So I'm not being overly critical of Trezor, but I'm not going to use them if they've known about a vulnerability in their wallet and they haven't fixed it in 3 years. Again, for me, that tells you everything that you need to know. It's not about security for them. It's about generating money, right? It's about the bottom line, not about keeping your crypto safe. So I want to come on to Ledger, right? And I want to, I'm always going to be, transparent and honest, right? Like, all of these wallets could all have vulnerabilities, right? But it's how you deal with those vulnerabilities. It's about how you deal with stuff when it doesn't go right. And I want to come on to this, right? So just to give you context, right? So Trezor not fixed a vulnerability in 3 years, and you can still access the seed phrase, right? Terrible. Ledger vulnerability disclosed. So this was in May 2023. I'm not going to get into the details, but basically, I'll share this in the Discord. Basically, on the 7th of April, they were testing. They've managed to find a vulnerability in the Ledger Bitcoin application. And basically, if we go, so the 7th of April, they've done that. The timeline, here we go. So the timeline, 7th of April, they had obviously found this vulnerability. Ledger security team acknowledged receipt on the 11th and fixed the a fix was deployed, in Bitcoin application. They later informed us on the 14th. This finding was eligible for the bug bounty. So what I'm saying here is Ledger are taking the security of your crypto very, very seriously. A bug or a vulnerability is highlighted, and in a matter of days, it's fixed. Whereas Trezor have had 3 years, at least how I'm reading it from this article. Obviously, it's all from this article that I'm getting this information from, and they still haven't fixed it. So they're not about your security. Ledger fix it in a few days, and are paying good hackers, white hat hackers, I think that's how you say it, for finding these vulnerabilities and highlighting it. They also do have their security team as well that are also doing all this stuff, making sure it's safe, the bounty program. And these things are, for me, are very important and very telling. Now, there will be a later video this week coming out where I talk about Ledger in far more detail with everything, with their new service, for storing seed phrases and stuff like this. And I have sat down with the CTO of Ledger, and again, this speaks volumes. They want to listen to what influencers have got to say. They want to answer the difficult questions. There isn't radio silence on their part like I am seeing from Atomic Wallet at the moment. Look, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. For me, I'm still using all sort of warm wallets attached to my Ledger device. I believe in Ledger, and they've demonstrated through actions that they care about the right things too. They care about your crypto safety and hacks and security, whereas others, in my opinion, haven't. You can talk the talk, but actions speak far louder than words. And what I'm seeing is Ledger, with the right actions, and not just talk. And for me, that speaks volumes. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video and you found it useful in some way, then do mash up that like button. Share the living shit out of this video. Let's keep as many people safe in this space as possible. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.